Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Hyper Metroid. And in this, we are sort of not exactly lost, but sort of lost. Plasma beam is, we got in the last video, is nice. And I didn't really cover this, but it's not all that powerful. Beams in this hack period just aren't that strong. So it's supposed to be more of a way to get the player to use ammunition, the ammo, instead of your beams for stuff, but that's really a hard thing to get players to do because, hey, again, in the original game, you know, Super Metroid is full of, or the beams in Super Metroid are just super powerful. There's no point to using your ammunition a lot of times, So, now that I'm starting to do my bomb crawl thing everywhere, I try it here. It doesn't work. I think you could actually do this, but it would take some time, and I'm glad I didn't try it any more than what I did. Yeah, I mean, up there, when you have spring ball roll across, it's literally just another path to gravity suit. And there's really nothing else in Meridia to do, because again, you can't fight Dragon yet. You have to have your speed booster, and speed boosters is behind Ridley. So we've actually been outside the door of Speed Booster's room. Just, clearly no Speed Booster there. Now, why I took the long way through that, I don't know. See, because I'm still currently stuck on thinking, hey, there is a Dragon in here that I have not defeated. There must be a way to get to Dragon. And I don't know, maybe there's some way you can glitch to him, but I don't know. But yeah, for the most part, I believe all the doors I can reach and get to, I have actually gone through. I know there was that one super missile I didn't go back and get because I forgot all about. But other than that, and there's a missile behind speed booster blocks too. Other than that, though, there's really nothing else in here. So yeah, waiting in that room, not the greatest idea. So yeah, it's slightly different than the last video where, you know, this is before then when I'm just exploring around aimlessly, thinking I have an idea of where to go, but not actually knowing where to go. And then so it's just me being lost. That's what it comes up to. So, what I do end up doing is through here, which now that we've opened the gate, the crumble blocks that were in that room are gone. And that wraps you around the planet into Norfair. And this room, with this lovely tile set, again, Crocomire tiles. This room, you don't actually have to Monk Ball across that. We get Spring Ball. It's just hanging out here, so now we can roll fast enough to go across these crumble bridges. I know some people had issues with this thing because it looks like, you know, something you can't come back from. Again, that's sort of supposed to be, you know, teaching you how to use the item. You fall through the bridge. Oh, hey, Spring Ball works as this now. And then I went to Meridia again? What in the world was I doing? But yeah, I guess some people had some issues with that because it looks like something you fall through. They don't think they can get back, so they just don't go through it. I'm not entirely sure I agree with that line of reasoning. I get kind of understand why you wouldn't want to, but I guess it deals somewhat with how much do you trust the person who made the hack to not do something that would completely screw you over. If you trust them enough for that, then you should be fine going through and getting whatever. If you don't, then I could see that possibly being an issue. So yeah, I have no idea what I decided to do. Oh. I know what I'm doing. Okay. This is only the third time I'm watching this part right now. I played this. I watched it when I was recording the AVI files, because again I record them in small chunks so the game audio doesn't desync. Because if I record the full length video in one AVI that about 4 minutes in, or 3, there's a slight desync. And then another couple minutes, there's a very noticeable desync in the audio. In the game audio anyway. So I recorded a lot smaller AVI chunks. So, and now I'll get to watch the... This is actually the second time I watched the AVIs. Because on the initial render, and this is why I went back to Meridia just to see what this is. Turns out to be nothing. But when I render the AVI files, I sort of do those separate because sometimes the AVI files will end up just rendering a black screen, and maybe you've noticed this in some of my videos where it's happened. And yeah, it just drops you off right there. But you might have noticed sometimes in the videos where the screen, like the whole game just goes black for a little bit, or chunks of it, and maybe in some races even. That's because when I rendered the AVIs, sometimes Vegas just doesn't like to do things, I guess. I don't know why it happens, but it does. So what I've been doing now is just rendering the whole AVI files. So I'm watching it while it renders just to make sure. Because in the preview window, if it goes completely black, I know it's doing that in the actual render, so I can just stop it there, restart, do whatever. So this is actually the 4th time I am watching this. I have the good memory, I think. So yeah, now that I got that great find out of the way, and if you get Spring Ball before Gravity Suit, and I got myself stuck on the door, it'd be great if I was trying to X-ray climb. But if you ever have Spring Ball before Gravity, that's a good place to go to get Gravity. Go up into that room, roll across some things, and there you are. And so with that, I believe now I head back to Norfair. I was waiting for that crab and I still didn't hit it. But now I'm headed back to Norfair, and the Crocomar tile set Norfair is the best Norfair tile set in this hack. And I'm not entirely sure how much, like, I'll try and point out what I think are the custom tiles in Norfair, but I'm not entirely sure they are, which ones, like if the backgrounds are custom or anything like that that RealRed made. I'm like, these tiles here, these tiles are custom. The Crocomar tiles are not, obviously. There's some interesting little things. There are the slopes in the Crocomar tile set, which are custom. Basically, this is just the best tile set because of bubbles. And another Metroid 2-esque room. I sort of like floating spike platforms just hanging around. Because who wouldn't? Oh, and also, I was kind of curious about Spazer. One of the reasons I was really surprised to get Plasma is because I never found Spazer. So, and I'm not sure if that background there is in Project Base. I seriously doubt it. Because it uses the sloped Crocomire tile, so probably not. But it's really, I really like that background in the previous room. And also, yes, just Giga. And a rolly ledge. And all kinds of things to explore through. And lower Norfair music. I think technically this is the lower Norfair of the hack. But I don't actually believe... I honestly wouldn't call it lower Norfair in this hack. Yeah, the music's different, whatever. Maybe the enemies are different. It doesn't feel like a lower Norfair. This just feels like more of the Norfair I've been exploring. So I don't know. It's just really strange. So, Norfair, I don't really have a lot to say about Norfair. Other than the Crocomire tile set, there isn't a whole lot in here. Oh, and this missile was a slight pain to get to. But yeah, Norfair just doesn't... It's not really that memorable. Like, Meridia in this hack is memorable because one of the areas has this nasty palette. But the rest of it looks pretty good. The wrecked ship is memorable because it's actually a decent looking wrecked ship for once. Criteria is nothing special either. And there is an elevator there. Yeah, I mean, this is... For how it looks, and the nice use of tiles and whatnot, this is honestly one of the more forgettable Norfairs. Maybe it's just because I'm not a fan of those yellow bubbles in this hack, but... Or in Project Base. Also... That elevator, it just took me up to, remember that powerbomb door behind Gold Chorizo? That's where it took me up to. Yeah. Again, this hack is, you've got a lot of different ways you can get to the same place. Which is part of the reason why this hack could be really, really frustrating. And also back here, and maybe you can get to Ridley without power bombs and get speed booster first. That might actually be the case. And then you can use, I know a spot in Norfair where you can speed boost power bombs, so. So if that's the case, I can see that. But yeah, there's just not really much here. In spite of tile sets and stuff. I don't know why. Like, it just doesn't appeal to me or something? I don't know. It's strange. I mean, because it does have the custom tiles. I really do like that Crocomire tile set. It's just... I don't know. I guess I really don't have words for something I can't explain, so... That's strange. And why there's a wall like that there? Who knows? But yeah. Now that we have power bombs, speed boost blocks are becoming a huge thing. Though I have to say, this is quite an interesting item progression. You know, by now you definitely expect to have speed booster, but nope. So that's kind of an interesting thing. And don't spend too long fighting these guys because, yeah, the acid is coming. And it's going to murder you. At least it's not redesigned acid. We do have a lovely missile there. I'm not sure what that stuff there is supposed to be. I think the custom tiles he has made are actually supposed to be like a mining, like this is supposed to be like a mining outfit or something. Also, yes, you can farm these pull-up dudes, which is what I do. And Plasma makes farming these okay, I guess. And then I save off and leave it there. But yeah, I think this tile set's supposed to be sort of like a mining thing. And those weird tiles down below are supposed to be something that mined? I'm not 100% sure about that. It's kind of weird, but interesting. But anyway, yeah. Since I leave it off right here, getting into exploring, I guess, Lower Norfair a little bit. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video where we continue to do some more exploration, and we'll see how far we get with that.